With the blue waters of the San Francisco Bay sparkling in the background, a great look at beautiful AT&T Park as MLB The Show gets set to bring you another edition of Major League Baseball. Straight ahead, the best and brightest from Major League Baseball have converged in one place, as it'll be the American League All-Stars taking on their counterparts from the National League. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Dave Campbell and the Wonder Dog Rex Hudler, I'm Matt Vasgersian as we get set to bring you the call on what should be a good one here. And Soup, we turn to you first. What are you going to be keeping an eye on most in this one?
Well, one guy that'll make his presence known has got to be Carlos Beltran. When you talk about a five-tool player, this guy's got to be right at the head of the discussion. He can do it all on a baseball field.
All right, Dave, we'll hear from Rex in a moment, but now it's time for starting lineups as the American League All-Stars are presented by New Era Cap. New Era, the official cap of Major League Baseball. Leading things off is Ichiro. He'll be out in center field. In the two-hole, the captain, Derek Jeter. He'll, of course, play short. After that, the powerful Paul Konerko over at first. In the fourth spot, the equally dangerous Manny Ramirez in left field. Then the always dangerous Alex Rodriguez, he's over at third base. Vladimir Guerrero bats sixth and plays right. Pudge Rodriguez is behind the plate, he'll hit seventh. Mark Loretta bats eighth at second base. And on the mound, batting ninth, the veteran southpaw Kenny Rogers. They'll be opposed by the National League's starting pitcher from the 2006 All-Star Game, right-hander Brad Penny. Penny earned that starting gig with a 10-2 first-half record and an ERA under 3, but he struggled after the break, going just 6-7 with an ERA of 6 1/4. And there you see a look at the defensive starters for the National League. And as Ichiro makes his way to the box, it's officially time for baseball here. Around on the fastball here and sends one deep down the right field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Yep, leadoff man aboard to kick off the ball game. And you know he'll be keeping a very close eye on that third base coach because he is a definite threat to run here.
Derek Jeter will get his first cuts here. Fastball just misses for ball one.
And Ichiro may have designs of running here. You can't forget about him over there.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
And this is the kind of guy that's not afraid to challenge you up in the zone early on.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Tough spot for this thing. Locks him up at the letters on the inside part of the plate. He's thinking, I better turn around and go sit down.
Paul Konerko will stand in. Too low, 1-0.
You know they'd love to get him something he could hit on the ground here. Maybe get him out of the inning.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Utley for 1. Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. So good work there in the first by Brad Penny. It's the American League nothing. National Leaguers coming to bat. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game exclusively on the show. Starting lineup for the NL Stars reads as such. Alfonso Soriano leads things off in left field. Carlos Beltran bats second. He'll be in center. Albert Pujols will bat third. He's at first base. Jason Bay, the right fielder, is in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is the third baseman David Wright. Then comes Chase Utley. He'll be at second base. Jose Reyes, the shortstop, batting number 7. Then comes Paul LaDuca. He'll, of course, be behind the plate. Brad Penny is on the mound. As you've seen, he will bat ninth. And they'll face a guy that seems to have sipped off the fountain of youth, left-hander Kenny Rogers. Rogers last year made the most of his first season in Detroit, and despite being the 4th oldest player in the league, found a way to win 17 decisions and really become the mentor to a young staff that made great strides in 2006. And in the field behind him, the American League Stars look like this, courtesy of Louisville Slugger. Into the box come the familiar high stockings of Alfonso Soriano as he'll lead things off in the home half of inning number 1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Pretty easy to lay off it when it's down that low.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And this is going to be a foul ball. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Yeah, his body's telling him to swing, but his brain's saying no.
Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Pretty disciplined at bat there. They set up a way, and you see he's diving at that outside corner, but winds up getting good wood on it.
Carlos Beltran will take his cuts now. As this is lifted in the air out towards left center. Ichiro is over though, and he'll call off the left fielder to make the grab. 1 down.
Boy, and you'll take a first pitch out against this guy any day of the week, and that runner has to stay put at first base.
Albert Pujols steps in now. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0.
They may go right back out there with that heater.
Now a move over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
And he's ahead 2-0 now, so he can sit back and look fastball here.
And I'd be surprised if Albert sees anything here as it goes to 3-0 now.
This is a very good hitter up here, so he might get the green light on 3-0.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, looks like they didn't want to come in 3-0, so he's aboard.
Jason Bay will stand in for the first time here. fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. Manny is going to have room, though, as he backs up to put it away, and there are two men gone. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Second inning now from San Francisco with no score. Manny Ramirez leads things off now in the top half of the second. And there's the hard stuff by Penny as he gets ahead here. No balls and a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Now a swing, and Manny hits this one high in the air and deep, and when it comes down, it's going to be a home run. So a solo home run for Manny Ramirez. As the AL strikes first, it's 1-0.
Little doubt about that one, and we'll check out the distance on our majestic home run tracker, and you'll see that one checks in at an even 420 feet. He got every bit of that thing.
Alex Rodriguez will dig in here. Line down the left field line. Foul. And there's ball one. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Just gets locked up that time with a two-seam fastball as you check it out on swing track. Those hands start moving far too late, and he winds up taking a pretty ugly swing at that one.
Vladimir Guerrero will step in now. First pitch coming. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Drifting back behind first now. Utley is under it. Two gone. Pudge Rodriguez will get his first shot at it here. First pitch on the way. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike one.
Tough pitch to start the at-bat.
Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Beltran will get under it, though, and he puts it away to retire the side. So just one hit in the inning, but it's a big one as the home run gives him the lead. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The American Leaguers on top, 1-0. David Wright will start things off in the bottom of the second. Misses inside with that one. Ball one.
And after a very economical first, let's see if he mixes things up a bit.
One 1-0 pitch now. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, not a lot he can do with that fastball.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Now a ball rolled slowly down the third baseline. Foul. Another 2-2 offering. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pretty good late break to this 2-2 pitch, as we'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
Chase Utley will get his first opportunity now. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0.
And the changeup low is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of. You just want to crush that thing.
And he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Guerrero is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Jose Reyes will step in now. Switch hitter batting from the right side here. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, this is the guy that likes to lean out and get this pitch up and away. Good swing there.
Paul LaDuca will be the batter. Runners off for second. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's not in time, so Reyes has himself a stolen base.
This is what having good speed will do for you. He gets the green light, and there's no way they're going to throw him out.
Sliced down the line at first. And he will take it to the bag himself, and he probably saved 2 runs with that one as they get out of the inning unharmed. 1 left for the National Leaguers. They trail this one 1-0. Mark Loretta ready to go here as we begin the third. Off 1-0.
That was a good spot to miss. That thing fell right through the bottom of the zone.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And if I'm on the mound, I go right back in there with a fastball.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And you'll get a look at the catcher giving the signs to the infielders. Definite bunting situation here, so let's see how the infield attacks this one.
Kenny Rogers will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Now a sacrifice attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Inning proceeding nicely so far. Number 8 hitter gets aboard. Pitcher bunts him to second. Now it's up to the top of the order to get him home.
Back to the top of the order now. And in steps the dangerous Ichiro. And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
And he'll make you bring that fastball up a bit before he takes a whack at it.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Now a swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. And a dive by Reyes, but it's by him, a base hit. The throw home. And not nearly in time as the run scores easily.
Well, this guy on at first can flat out jet, so he could very well be in motion here.
Derek Jeter will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Got to make sure at the plate you don't hit one on the ground here.
He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it won't be in time as Ichiro's able to take second with ease.
Ichiro's just so light on his feet that once he gets his jump, it looks like he's just coasting out there.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. In for strike 2. Misses, ball 2.
And a good 2-strike pitch. Make him go up and get it.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not nearly in time as the run scores easily.
And have a look. The catcher sets the target down around the knees, but this is a good low ball hitter, and he gets good wood on this one.
Paul Konerko will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Low for ball 1.
Boy, they could really use a double play ball here. But a strikeout wouldn't be too bad either.
Late swing as this is laced down the line, but foul. Hit hard, but foul. A look at Jeter, now the pitch. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Now a ball hit in the air to Straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. So a two-run home run from Paul Konerko as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, this is one of those where, as a pitcher, you say, okay, you got me. You'd much rather give up one of these than a cheapie down the line, and at 418 feet on the majestic home run tracker, that was no cheapie.
Manny Ramirez. We'll see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. In there, 0-1.
And pitch location has definitely been a problem for him here early on. He's got to stop leaving those pitches over the plate.
Swinging a hard-hit ball back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Well, that's 4 straight hits he's surrendered now. That's a good job by the catcher to go out there and try and calm him down.
Alex Rodriguez will try it again. He flew out his first time. Runner at first, Manny, the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. In his bay, but this is a base knock as it falls in front of him.
Boy, 5th hit of the inning he surrendered here, and they're putting some pretty good at-bats on him. That's taxing on a pitcher.
So first and second with one man gone, and here comes Vlad. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. And that'll fall in between them. And a relay home, and not nearly in time as the run scores easily.
Well, and this is just getting out of hand now. 6 straight hits. It's more than time to get this guy out of here.
Here comes Tony La Russa out of his foxhole at the end of the dugout. And he's going to make a change here. That'll be all for Brad Penny. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Carlos Zambrano is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. So first and third with one away, and here comes Pudge. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reyes over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The AL leads it 6-0. Carlos Zambrano makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Grounded to third. And a throw on to first by A-Rod is in time, 1 away. So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in is the dangerous Alfonso Soriano. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. There to play it is A-Rod. Throws over to Konerko for out number 2.
Well, this is one you got to lay off as a batter because all you're going to do is drive it into the ground.
Carlos Beltran will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
He got away with that pitch, Matt, but his veteran know-how was nowhere to be seen there.
And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. Base hit.
Well, you'll see this fastball catches far too much of the plate. You're just feeding a batter's strength when you leave it there.
Albert Pujols will stand in with base on balls his first time. And he takes ball one.
And it's worth keeping in mind here that the gambler's got one of the better pickoff moves in baseball.
Two and 0. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Line to left. In a few steps is Manny, but this is a base hit.
Well, take a look. It seemed to me he was expecting something off speed, but you see how well he adjusts to the fastball there.
Jason Bay will stand in. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Might have just been looking at one there because that's the pitch you can normally handle.
Spin and a throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Two down, runners at first and second. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2.
And they'll work him away there, but he's got to be careful not to go to the well too many times.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. National Leaguers strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. Mark Loretta will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time.
We got your number, Loretta.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Good idea trying to work the outside part of the plate with the hard stuff.
Let him swing and miss.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner towards second. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
This is what you got to do out of the pen. Just get outs. Your club's down by 6, so there's not a lot of pressure, and that can help you relax and just try to keep your guys in the game.
Kenny Rogers digs in at the plate. Fastball in there for a called strike. Foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Now here it comes. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Right there is Reyes. And throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Ichiro Suzuki will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Swing shot back up the middle. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Well, 3 hits, 3 singles. He's been nothing if not consistent, that's for sure.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and in steps Derek Jeter. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
This pitcher knows after all these years he got away with one there.
And strike 2 now as Jeter swings and misses on that one. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. AL leaves 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. David Wright will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now here's the first pitch. Drifting over is Manny, but this will find the seats out of play. Pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of right now 0-2.
Not wasting any time here. He's coming right after him.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Not the greatest of starts for him here this afternoon. He has looked pretty overmatched in his first 2 at-bats, both strikeouts.
Chase Utley will try it again. He flew out his first time. Here's the first offering. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Ah, that's tantalizing for a hitter, but he was wise to hold back.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive to center field. And Ichiro can't get it, a base hit.
Well, this is a guy that will kill you if you leave the ball up. And have a look. That's exactly where this thing is.
Jose Reyes will dig in. He singled his first time around. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And with Konerko holding at first, there's a pretty big hole in the right side of the infield.
check from Rogers. Now the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Jeter on to Konerko, but it's too late as they just get the one.
We'll get a look here. That was going to be a tough turn. Good effort, but they couldn't get the two.
Paul LaDuca will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Reyes holding. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Well, 6th hit of the game for him, but unfortunately it has not translated into any runs yet. Let's see if they can get something going here.
Carlos Zambrano will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Manny is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's a lead for the American League, 6-0. Paul Konerko will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Let's break this guy out.
Now here's the pitch. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soriano is right there, and he puts it away for the first out. So 1 away here in the inning for Manny Ramirez. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And a fine play there as he's able to corral this one on the move for the second out.
And that's a good out to get right there, because you'd always prefer to have to face A-Rod with 2 outs and nobody on base.
Alex Rodriguez will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Now the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
And he'll sling that thing across the strike zone, but he can't nip the corner.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 1-1. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
And the one Achilles heel for A-Rod is he will strike out quite a bit.
Swinging a high pop, drifting into foul territory. Zambrano is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The American Leaguers on top, 6-0. Back to the top of the order now, and we'll see how they want to attack Soriano here. First pitch fastball there from Rogers as he moves ahead, 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
He'll leave that one alone.
Look into Pudge now, the 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And Caneco takes it over to first himself for the out. A look at our line score there to this point in this All-Star contest. And remember, the league that wins this game gets home field advantage for the World Series. So certainly plenty left to play for as we're barely halfway home. Carlos Beltran will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if they stay with a fastball to try to finish him off.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. An interesting stat there as you get a look at the active leaders in wins among left-handed starters. And as you can see, he ranks right up there among the best in baseball. Albert Pujols will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is low, ball 1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And you won't see guys chasing fastballs down there too often.
The 2-2 coming. And he goes the other way with it. Hit well, but this is a foul ball. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Another base hit. 2 for 2 in the ball game, and in fact among active players with 3,000 or more plate appearances, he's right up there in terms of batting average. Jason Bay will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
And good hitters like this will just let it go by and wait for a pitch they can do something with.
At first is Pujols, the pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, sometimes when things are going well, you fall into a bit of a comfort level where you think you're invincible. But this is a cold shower of reality right here.
David Wright will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. And the pitch. Now a ball line foul. And boy, shades of Tommy Lasorda in the All-Star game a few years ago. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. On the ground down the first base line. Over the bag now is Konerko as he takes care of it himself for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The AL out in front here, 6-2. American leaguers about set to take their cuts in the 6th inning, but before they do, let's have a look at the current in-game box score presented by Upper Deck. Vladimir Guerrero will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. And here's the first pitch. And a strike at the knees, more like at the shins, but it's 0-1. In on the hands that time, 1-1.
And he's not afraid to run pitches inside on hitters.
Sign from LaDuca. Here's the 1-1. Hit softly to the right side. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Well, and these are the kind of things that have gotten him in a hole in the first place. As a pitcher, you're going to run into all sorts of trouble if you can't get the leadoff man out.
Pudge Rodriguez will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Check on Vlad, and now the pitch. Line to the right side. Foul. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is a tough play for a catcher because he's got to worry about hitting that runner heading down the line. But he makes a good, strong throw here.
Mark Loretta will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. First pitch coming. And that misses, ball 1.
And he buzzed him with that one a bit.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. No contact there, and it's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swinging the ball line softly down the line in left, but foul. Now he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Let him score here, right?
Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Pujols has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Kenny Rogers will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Swing, and a ball bounced back up the middle. And a dive by Reyes, but it's by him, a base hit. And the runner is in from second.
Heck, this guy's not even used to having a bat in his hand. Yet he comes through with an RBI knock. Don't think he won't remind his buddies about this.
Ichiro Suzuki will step in, a base hit in his last time. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. 2 out with the man at first. And Ichiro can't make contact as he falls behind 0-2 now.
And now they've got him set up for just about anything here.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's a lead for the American League, 7-2. And now as the American Leaguers get ready to take their cuts here in the 6th inning, let's once again call on our in-game box score. Chase Utley will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Foul. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And Konerko takes it over to first himself for the out.
So 1 gone here in the 6th, and you see his numbers to this point. That's not too bad. 5 1/3, just the 2 runs allowed. He set himself up to be the winning pitcher if he can keep it up.
Jose Reyes will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far. Right on the bunt, but this is going to be close. Bare hand pickup by A-Rod. And he is out at first as Reyes couldn't quite beat out the bunt that time.
Well, people forget that A-Rod was a Gold Glove shortstop before he made the move to third, and he uses those quick hands he's always had to make a nice barehanded play for the out.
Paul LaDuca will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Right there is Manny, and that will retire the side. We'll see Derek Jeter when we come back. They're on top 7-2. Derek Jeter will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. And there's strike one on a good fastball from Zambrano.
And he might not get a better pitch to hit this entire at bat.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one. One on the way. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball two.
Oh, you could tell he wanted to turn on that thing.
And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out. Shadows starting to creep in a bit as we welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Matt Vasgersian, Dave Campbell, Rex Hudler bringing you the action in this one. Paul Konerko will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Ball one.
Good discipline there.
Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-0 pitch. Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Set him up inside and threw it just where he wanted.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Doesn't matter how hard you throw it, a well-placed heater's still the best pitch in baseball. And look where this thing is. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough pitch.
Manny Ramirez will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Good pitch there as Manny falls into an 0-2 hole now.
And Manny's a notorious high ball hitter, so good job there of keeping it down.
And he struck him out. American League goes down in order. They're on top 7-2. Edgar Renteria is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher Zambrano. First pitch coming. Swinging a high pop-up right near the mound. And there's out number 1.
He's still got good stuff out there, though he may be losing a touch of his command. That pitch was up, but he got away with it.
Alfonso Soriano will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And even into his 40s now, the gambler still got a little giddy up on that fastball.
Here it comes. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. So a solo shot for Alfonso Soriano, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Well, sometimes when you're pitching well in a ball game, you start to feel invincible out there. He's been keeping the ball low to this point, but he thinks he can just throw the fastball by him at the letters, and it comes back to bite him.
Carlos Beltran will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And a strike at the knees, more like at the shins, but it's 0-1. And Vlad will come over to take a look at this one, but it's back into the stands, out of play. Here's one hit towards the hole. Up with it is Jeter. Throws over to Canerco for out number 2.
Looked like that pitch might have been out of the zone, but he had to protect the 2 strikes. Got into a hole he just couldn't climb out of.
Albert Pujols will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Trying to work him down the zone. That's just where you need to keep that fastball.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit.
Third hit of the ball game for him as he has really paced this 10-hit attack. Another good swing right there.
Jason Bay will be the batter. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. He's set, now the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. The AL leads it 7-3. New pitcher coming into the game now, and it's flash right-hander Tom Gordon. Alex Rodriguez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Swing and a line drive to left. And A-Rod has a base hit.
Well, you'll see this fastball catches far too much of the plate. You're just feeding a batter's strength when you leave it there.
Vladimir Guerrero will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. There's a strike on the first pitch from Gordon. 0-1.
And with Pujols forced to hold at first, there's a good-sized gap on the right side of the infield.
And A-Rod's going. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's not in time as A-Rod's got himself a steal a second.
Wasn't that long ago that A-Rod stole 46 bases in a season, so he certainly knows what he's doing out there.
Fouled back. Vlad had a rip at this one, but comes up empty, so he's down on strikes. 8th inning now in this all-star matchup as you get a look at the line score. The American Leaguers leading in this one as they close in on defeating their National League rivals. Pudge Rodriguez will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Well, this one got up on him in a hurry, but he's able to stay with it for the out.
Mark Loretta will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time. Now the first pitch. Ball 1.
He'll try a different arm slot here to see if he can get him to chase.
Ball hit out toward Utley at second. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The American Leaguers on top, 7-3. David Wright will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. First offering on the way. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Oh, and when you got a good changeup like that, it just makes your fastball even better.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Now a swing, but too far in front as this one had the distance, but is well fouled. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And that's a good location coming back at his body there.
Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
And sometimes you just have those days where nothing goes right, and he's in the middle of one right now.
Chase Utley will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit. And Soup, let's take another look here as we watch this in super slow-mo, and you can see the athleticism on display there as he reaches out to pull this in. A very tough play. Jose Reyes will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. At the knees, strike 1.
Just a perfect spot for that fastball.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the National Leaguers. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Joe Mauer has moved out into the on-deck circle now as it looks like he'll hit for the pitcher, Kenny Rogers.
Joe Mauer. 9th inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Ichiro Suzuki will stand in, working on a 3-hit ball game now. And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Trying to backdoor him, but it stays outside just a bit.
And, oh, that's just not fair right there. Ruled a ball, and it's 3-0. Pitch. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Soriano is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
He was trying to go the other way and drop it down the line, but this one hung up there long enough for the left fielder to go over there and run it down.
Derek Jeter will step in. 1 for 4 in the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. Look at the youngster right. Throw gets him at first. Highway robbery right there as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The AL out in front here, 7-3. Call to the bullpen now. Coming in will be the big right-hander Bobby Jenks. Paul LaDuca will stand in. He flew out his last time up. toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down for LaDuca. Might be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a double.
Well, they summon the righty out of the bullpen to get a favorable matchup, but this time it backfires on him.
Lance Berkman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Strike called at the knees, 0-1. Good cut there from Berkman, but he comes up empty, and it's 0-2.
Looks like he's having trouble reaching that fastball away. I'd go right back there, maybe even a little further out.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball lined towards center field. That's in there, base hit.
Well, and you can't ask for much more than that. They turn to the bench here, and he comes through with a knock. That is nice work.
Mariano Rivera is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Alfonso Soriano will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And that misses for ball 1.
And remember here, as a runner at third, you better make sure the ball's hit at least past the pitcher if you're going to try and score on the ground.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Ball 3. On deck is the dangerous Carlos Beltran. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And I'd keep working him outside if he's going to swing at that.
And this is fouled straight back. He'll try it again, 3-2. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Yeah, certainly not out of the woods yet.
Carlos Beltran will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
Big swing there. He's trying to send that ball out to the kayakers.
Comes with the cutter, but this is hit high in the air out to left field. Ramirez is there. Let's see if they test it. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, when you've got a good-sized lead on the mound this late in the game, I think you'll trade the run for an out here. It's more important to prevent guys from getting on base, so he'll probably take that.
Albert Pujols will stand in as their last chance now. swinging a high chopper down the third baseline. One is a splitter that misses for the first ball.
And that's a sign of maturity not to go after that pitch.
Rivera set the pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Jason Bay. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Down to their last strike, so they certainly have their backs up against it.
Hit hard to the right side. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Jim Leyland from watching him all through the years, I know he hates it when relievers can't find the strike zone and start walking guys.
Jason Bay will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Good idea to take a strike here. You need base runners.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. This is low, ball 2. 2-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled back. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not nearly in time as the run scores easily. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet, as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Time is called now as we're going to get a pinch runner here.
And he'll definitely give them some more speed out there on the base pass.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and standing in is one of the best young hitters in the game, David Wright. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
With a good hitter up there, it's always good to get ahead in the count early.
Off for ball 1. inside here with a cutter, as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
Boy, and that cutter on the hands by Mariano right there might be the single toughest pitch in all of baseball right now.
Tough fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Full count offering on its way. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. Foul. Rivera coming up on 30 pitches out of the bullpen. A lot of work for him. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
The score of this one for the junior circuit is they were able to put it all together and knock off their elders from the National League. All in all, a very entertaining game.
So it's a victory for the AL in this one. And to see how they did it, Dave will walk us through the New Era Cap heads-up play of the game.
Yeah, here you go. It was a tie ball game, but not any longer. This was the key home run that gave them a one-run cushion, and they'd never look back from there.
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fella right here as our upper deck player of the game.
Matty only had one hit in the game, but was it ever big? That home run really turned out to be the decisive blow in the game.
So that'll just about wrap things up here in this one. For Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this afternoon. Once again, the final score. The American League wins this thing 7-5. This has been a presentation of MLB 07 The Show. For more information, log on to MLB07.com. So long, everybody.